you're running slower to actually get faster.
Let's talk about the Maffetone method that you were mentioning. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It was created by a doctor who has a lot of experience with running. He's written I think 30 books on the topic of running, and he talks a lot about, I think you're training at 80% most of the time, but I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe you can explain it better to us.
Yeah, so Maffetone method, this is a formula that I had a coach that had me incorporate to get faster. And the goal is to build your aerobic foundation, your aerobic base, by running below your max aerobic heart rate. So if you think of your max aerobic heart rate, it is a ceiling. And if you stay below that ceiling, you are building your aerobic systems. So the formula is you take, it's called MAF 180, MAF, 180 minus your age. So example, if you're a 30-year-old male, 180 minus 30 equals 150. That is 150 beats per minute. That 150 beats per minute is your max aerobic heart rate. Not your max heart rate, your max aerobic heart rate. So that means when you go do your easy, slow base building miles, your heart rate should be below 150 beats per minute. Mm. And like we talked about earlier, I really don't recommend monitoring your heart rate through your watch because it's fairly inaccurate. Oh. So the best way to do it is if you get and I wear all Garmin stuff, but if you get a Garmin chest strap heart rate monitor, goes around your chest, and the sensor goes on the center of your chest, and it syncs via Bluetooth to your watch, you can then watch your heart rate in an accurate way, real time. So about 80% of your runs should be aerobic, base building, below your max aerobic heart rate. And then about 20% of your training will be spent at a higher effort, higher heart rate, faster paces. Mm. Maybe you're doing some track intervals, you're doing some tempo workouts. That's your refining speed work. 80-20 principle. So if I'm out on my Monday morning easy run and the goal is for it to be easy and aerobic, what I would do is I'd sync my Bluetooth heart rate monitor to my watch. I would put the setting, and I'd have my route already pre-planned. Mm-hmm. I put my watch on a setting where I don't see my pace, I don't see distance, and all I see is heart rate. And then I'm running, and every 2, 3, 4 minutes, I'll just glance at my watch, make sure it's in that range, it's below my max aerobic heart rate, and I'll finish that run strong. So what it does is you're running slower to actually get faster. But think of your aerobic base as its foundation. And if you apply it to building a house, you don't want to build a house on top of just dirt. You want to build a house on top of foundation. That foundation is 80% of your training. It's this aerobic base building. And the houses you put on top of the foundation are the tempo workouts, the track workouts, the speed workouts. That has been the biggest way I've improved my speed and my endurance, mm-hmm. because there's this gray area. There's this gray area between, and it's what's considered, a lot of people are messing this up, where they're running their easy runs too hard and they're running their hard runs too easy. Mm. So if you find yourself in the middle there, where you're in between those two thresholds, where you're not running easy enough, you're not running hard enough, most people are doing endurance in that zone right there, which provides very little benefit to either. It's a dangerous spot to find yourself. And I've been there for a year and I got no faster, I'll tell you that much.
Power Project family, how's it going? Now, we like to look good in the gym and out of the gym. That's why you always see Mark and I and Andrew is stepping up on the short game, mm-hmm. wearing shorts from Viore and clothes from Viore. And honestly, the number one compliment that I've seen, that I've gotten, and even Mark's gotten, is, damn, your butt looks good. And that's because, well, the clothes we wear make our booties look delicious. Andrew, how can they get it?
Yeah, you guys both have pretty big wagons. You guys can head over to viore.com/powerproject. That's VUORI.com/powerproject to receive 20% off the most amazing apparel that looks so good inside and outside of the gym.
It's going to make your ass look fat,
and your
people
ass
like
will
that.
look fat. Links to them down in the description, as well as the podcast show notes. God damn it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Make your ass look fat. That makes a lot of sense, because if your easy runs, if they're not easy enough, you're not actually getting recovery from those runs. Like, those runs are building up volume, but they also have a secondary aspect of allowing you to recover from your hard runs, right?
That, and it's teaching your body how to use oxygen efficiently as a fuel source. Because what happens, we did this really cool testing in Austin a few weeks ago. It was at this facility called Run Lab, and we were testing lactate threshold. So if I'm going and doing an easy run at a run below my max aerobic heart rate, my body is utilizing oxygen very efficiently. That is the aerobic system. It's just what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
And the more aerobic base building easy runs you do, the stronger that system gets, the more efficient it gets. Endurance is all efficiencies, right? Building efficiencies. As you increase that effort and your paces get faster, what happens is your body isn't able to utilize oxygen as efficiently, and it starts building lactate in the blood. So lactic acid starts increasing. There's this threshold that you want to find, and we wanted to find for our next marathon, where we wanted to find at what pace, what is the fastest pace I can run where my body is accumulating and building lactate in the blood, but it's clearing it efficiently. Once you cross that line where your body can't efficiently clear lactate out of the blood and it keeps building and building and building, you're just you get tired.
Yeah.
You can't run as fast. So you want to find that pace of what's the fastest I can run for a prolonged period of time where my body is efficiently clearing blood lactate.
What was
This
that
is a
pace
lot of-
for you? Sorry, I'm just curious.
Like 6:15, 6:20,
Whew. Shit.
which was really good information for us, is because that's the pace we need to use for this next marathon. And the reason the pace was there is because of all the slow, easy runs I've done the last couple of years. You look at these 2 ultra marathons I just ran, these 200-mile races, all that training was all aerobic base building.
Yeah.
There was like no speed work in there. So it was like I had this engine I've built from just all the miles.
Yeah.
When we had Chris Henshaw here, he was talking a lot about this. He mentioned it just like I think he likes apps and he likes the ability to track because it keeps you more honest, but also, he was just kind of referring to, look, if you can talk while you're running and have, speak full sentences, then you're probably in about the right zone. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, if you can hold a conversation with paragraphs pretty comfortably, you're probably in your zone 2 training. Now, I personally don't wear and I get this question all the time, I don't wear my chest strap monitor anymore because I know what that feels like. I know what efforts feel like at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't have to wear it all the time anymore. If I really wanted to, just to double check, I could. But I recommend in the beginning, it's a good decision.
Is it maybe a little bit like, I don't know if you've experimented with nasal breathing, but is it a little bit like that? Like if you can breathe in and out of the nose comfortably, you're probably in the right spot? Or would it be just a little bit harder than that even?
It'd be a little bit harder than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd say if breathing in your nose, out your mouth, comfortably. But you don't want to go too slow. You don't want to go too fast. It's just finding that sweet spot.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right. Share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too. So you can get whatever you like from us. All right. Peace.